Watch him.
Bit wet.
Are they their mating season at the moment?
Breeding season's usually around about March, so it's a little bit after breeding season now. Some of them do breed through April as well. Ours have all gone through both their cycles and are out now, so it'll probably be, if we do get any young this year, we're probably going to hopefully find out the next couple of weeks, couple of months or so.
That'll be exciting, won't
Yes,
it?
it's very exciting.
Would you have to take them away then from that den on their own?
Yep, so if they do have young, we do have to separate them from any other devils, simply because the other devils will eat the joeys when they're left in the den. Unfortunately, because they don't look at it as, oh, that's cute, they have babies, they look at it as food. So unfortunately, yeah, if they do have young, we do separate them from everyone else, usually depending on who or how many we've got and who's in which enclosure. We usually use the top one as our breeding, our little nursery kind of thing, simply because the big main den actually has a glass back on it, so we can we're a bit grumpy.
How can people like us just see a bulky female without the undercarriage? Is there any way or not?
Pretty much just the size. Like the two girls in here and the male's one who's at the back. Other than that, a little bit of a size difference, it is quite hard to tell. Jackie is only 3 years old, whereas the two girls are both about 6 or 7. So they're actually quite a lot older than he is. But he is... Males get to around about 10 kilos, and their head and neck make up 40% of their body weight. So their head and necks are very, very chunky. So the girls, as you can see, are a little bit smaller. So these two girls both sit around about 5.5, 6 kilos, which is quite common. And yeah, he's currently sitting at about 8, I think, so he'll still get a little bit bigger than that.
And will he end up being married to them later or not? Or are they too old?
Probably not. Those two girls are probably a bit old now to breed. They're both 7 years old. Jackie was actually paired up with our 3-year-old female this year. He's a little bit more dominant than she is though, so he's actually been put in here with these two girls now because they're a lot more dominant than Taffy is. So
yeah, we noticed that because he went up that hill thing there a while back, and they were getting each other.
He's a little bit of a sook
like
here
he's
now.
wanting to jump over next door.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a sook now because he's been put in with some girls who are a bit more dominant than he is. But usually the females are quite a bit more dominant. Taffy, who is actually up in our top enclosure with Ted now, they're both absolute sweethearts. So she's a little bit of a sook, and yeah, we've put her in with, don't know who that was to, put her in with one of our Karma males just because he was hassling her too much. So she's in there with one of our Karma males now, which is those two are both just sweethearts. And, these don't.